Heather from End of Your Tether Dog Training, and today's video is about recall on walks. So this video is aimed more at people whose dogs already have a decent idea of recall and maybe just aren't the most reliable. So it's just about sort of how to maintain your recall on a walk, how to practice it in a way that's productive rather than just sort of calling them over and over and being snubbed. So I'm just going to take you on a typical walk with me and my dogs and what we tend to do to keep things fresh, and hopefully that will give you some ideas to try with your own dog. So here we are at the beginning of our walk. Fizz is sniffing around casually, but she's not that invested in any of the smells. This is a really good time to call her back to me. So I'm going to let her get out in ahead, and I'm going to call her. And see, she comes straight back for a treat. Moments like that are great because they boost the dog's confidence. Something is easy and they get a great reward. Why wouldn't they do it? So here we are at the base of some stairs, and I'm giving Jenga a little bit of a fuss. And here comes Fizz for her little fuss. She's going to start walking up there, and there's a very good smell because all of a sudden she's not really that interested in what I'm doing anymore. I'm going to try calling her and see if she comes back. Well, she didn't, so now I'm going to turn and run. I'm pulling a toy out from my back pocket. I've got food in my hands, and we're going to have a little play tug. That's just a sort of reminder, hey, when I say your name, something really exciting is about to happen, so don't miss out. As we get up to the top of these stairs, I don't want to call her again too shortly after we've had a bit of a mishap, so I'm going to do something new. I'm going to hold my hand out for her to touch. She really likes doing hand touches, so that's a nice easy one for her. It's an easy way to get rewards, and like I said, that builds confidence, they're more likely to do it. She also likes doing little spins. This is just another way to interact with your dog, doing something simple and keeping them coming back to you. She likes that turkey. So here we are a little further along, and she's spotted something or she smells something. She stops there and I tell her, okay, go check it out. This is her walk. I want her to have fun and check things out. So off she goes. When she gets out here though, she's going to turn around and check for me. There she is, and I call her. And here she comes running. And I'm going to reward her for that, for a little game of tug with something she enjoys doing. And I finish off with a little treat. But you don't see it in the clip. Over here again, I'm just giving Jenga a little bit of a fuss because he really likes that. He keeps coming in for strokes, so that's a good way to keep him coming close, although he doesn't really go very far anyway. Fizz isn't as interested in being stroked while she's on her walks, but for some dogs, it's a big draw, so if you've got a dog like Jenga, absolutely, give him a nice rub on the back. If you've got Fizz, then you can do it that as well, but, you know, try other things as well. Here, and I'm going to touch her collar so she gets used to me touching her collar without necessarily putting the lead on and leaving. And off we go. So here we are close to the end of the walk. She's had lots of different practice, some good food, some games of tug. I've touched her, I've played with her. She's up there, I'm going to call her back to me in a second. And here she comes running. And that's the product of lots of different exciting rewards. So that's a pretty typical walk for me. I think it's really important to sort of make things really easy for the dog, so whether that means you use really tasty treats or great toys, or you play games that you know the dog really likes. So for instance, Fizz really likes to be chased when she's got her toy in her mouth, so I do that with her a lot. Really just kind of finding ways to make it really exciting for your dog to come when called, because then if it's really exciting for them, they're more likely to do it. Now I think it's also really important to find different ways to interact with your dog on walks so that you're not just ignoring them the whole time and then expecting them to turn on a dime and come back to you when you don't normally really do much with them. And it's just sort of practicing in new environments and in different distractions, keeping it slow. And every time that something's a bit more distracting, you have to make yourself a bit more exciting, sort of balance things out and keep your dog making the choice to come back to you rather than go off and chase that squirrel, even though it's very, very tempting. So I hope that's been helpful. Thanks for watching.